We'll talk about that first in 37 years thing because it is a big deal. Because this is the turning of a tide for not only a franchise, but an entire city maybe.
Yeah.
Detroit rallying around this Lions team that has been built in their name and image. We are a tough team, a gritty team, a blue-collar team. We want to represent what Detroit is, and they're dogs, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Their offensive line are dogs. Their coach is a dog. The defense is a dog. Their punter's a dog. That team is a hungry dog, and tonight they're favorites against the Green Bay Packers. We'll talk about that line and many others with Tone. And then joining us, a man who coached for 36 years. 18 in college, 18 in the NFL. Head coach in the NFL, defense coordinator in the NFL. Defensive side of the ball his entire career. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Chuck Pagone.
Hey, Coach!
Coach, big game tonight in Green Bay. I know you've broken it all down. I don't know if you have the full roster and depth chart in front of you like you did last week. We appreciate that information. Early conversation, though, in your mind about tonight's game is going to be what?
I'm guessing, if Aaron Jones is back, because A.J. Dillon in the run game up there, he's averaging 2.7.
So Ty is not the biggest fan of A.J. Dillon, a football player.
You got to have the compliment. It's Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside, Thunder, Lightning. He's Thunder. Okay,
Is he,
he's
though?
a rolling.
That's the thing. I don't know.
But it isn't. But there is no Thunder right now, right? So they're desperate to get Aaron Jones back. They say he's going to be back. Christian Watson's going to be back. That should help that offense a little bit. The quarterback's only completing 53%. I know we love Love.
We love Love.
Right?
We always and the players.
He's only completing 53% of his passes. But I think, I'm a Dan Campbell fan.
Okay. Don't give us a prediction yet. All right. So that's the
No. I'm not giving no prediction. But they got a good run defense, 5th in the league. They give up 72 yards game on the ground.
Wow.
That's pretty good
Trenches.
run defense. Wow. It's all about
So tonight might be a, hey, Jordan Love, only 53% completion or whatever, been without Watson, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Him and Dobbs have only been doing their thing. Also been out without his left tackle, I believe is out again tonight, David Bakhtiari, right?
Yeah, and Elton Jenkins is out as
Left
well.
guard as
So
well.
both the left side of the line won't be playing tonight.
And it's good whenever somebody like Aiden Hutchinson, who is coming to town, never takes a play off either, Foxy.
Works so hard back there.
How do you feel, Foxy, with your team being favored for the first time in 37 years against QB1 in Green Bay? Now, you told me earlier, if they were to get to win this evening, that'd be 4 straight against the Green Bay Packers.
4 in a row.
For the Detroit Lions. Do the Lions have the Packers number, or is this just, hey, another game for the Lions?
No, let me tell you this. 6 years ago, I met Ty Schmidt, and we talk Lions-Packers all the time, and he said this to me. He said, Foxy, nothing will matter for the Detroit Lions until Aaron Rodgers is done, retired, gone from the Packers. And here we are. We're finally here. We've won 3 in a row. Tonight will be 4, and we're favored in Lambeau. I think, I'm going to say I think this is the Lions division this year.
Okay.
I really do.
I love that. I love you saying that here going into week 4. Because we will certainly follow that storyline for a good time. But not only is Aaron not there anymore, remember how Aaron left the NFC North?
Yeah.
Home game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Against the Lions.
Playoff berth on the line.
Prime time. And the Lions get a big time win.
And that was a meaningless game for the Lions, but think about what if the Packers win that? And what if they make a run of the playoffs? Does Aaron leave the Green Bay Packers? That was such a big game last year for Detroit and MCDC.
And if you're thinking about what's potentially happened behind the scenes with Gunther Kuntz and LaFleur and how they view this era and wanting to move to this, they're probably pretty thankful for the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you guys get that big time win on, you know what I mean? Send him into that darkness retreat, and then
Goff's
we weren't able to get a hold of him.
Goff's 4-2.
Against the Packers?
Yeah.
Goff's a player. There's this clip coming out from NFL Films of Goff, and we saw this on, I believe, Everything DB with Darius Butler the other day.
Yep.
Laporta's touchdown, where Jared Goff stands in the pocket and has to take a shot. This is what Jared Goff said to the huddle right before. Listen to how calm, knowing he's going to take a free shot, because that's like a part of the play.
Yep.
This is the quarterback, knowing he's going to take a free shot in this next play. Listen to how calm he is and what he says to the boys right before it takes place.
Lions with the football, 3-3 game.
I don't know if y'all want to know, but this is the one. So,
okay, everybody.
Down in 10 after the penalty.
Hands behind his back.
Yeah.
45.
Hey, boys. So calm. First sound. Catch him offset. Calais Campbell in his face. Who cares? Touchdown. He's talking shit to Calais.
Yeah.
Almost.
Hey, I love that this is what Jared Goff has become.
Yes.
And now we have certainly had our story with Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about the Lions more than any humans talked about the Lions, strictly because Evan Fox is on the microphone. So we had to talk about the Lions because every week it was like, hey, Detroit's not playing too bad. And then Detroit would lose in an epic fashion. Detroit would have the lead in the fourth quarter, then they would lose somehow. Then that would happen again. And again, and again, and again. And then we learned that that's how it's been for like 40 years. Like that is literally what Detroit Lions football is. Every game you think you're going to win, you're in the game, and then Heartbreak City at the very end. Almost, representative of what ended up happening with the city of Detroit. And then now, with Dan Campbell coming in there, rebuilding the culture, and the city is blossoming and building again, and they're starting to take it all over, it feels like Jared Goff had to experience the same exact thing. He was down at the very bottom when he got kicked out, boom, of the Los Angeles Rams organization by McVay, who was in a hot tub in Cabo with Matthew Stafford. That's how that deal gets done. So he gets sent up to Detroit. Everybody's mocking him. L.A. to Detroit. He had a golf course that was actually on Hard Knocks in his backyard. Now he's moving to Detroit, Michigan, which I don't know if anybody's saying, you know what, get me to Detroit.
Yeah.
Even though Detroit's coming back.
Yeah.
Good city now.
From what I've been told, it's coming all the way back. It's beautiful and everything like that. So then what did Goff do? Just put his blinders on. Went to work, trusted that Dan Campbell and the boys were going to get the right pieces, and now he's one of the most successful. He's top 5 quarterback in the NFL, top 6 quarterback in the NFL, and he has the poise 3-3 game right there against an Atlanta Falcons defense that is very tough. Going to be a tough game for the Lions. He's got his hands behind his back. He's like, hey, don't know if you guys want to know. This is the one. Yep. He knows he's taking that free shot. He's rolling left. Everything's going to the right. He knows there's somebody going to be in his face. Does not care. He's the perfect quarterback for the situation going on up there. Dan Campbell is the perfect head coach for them, and it feels like it's really all starting to come together. But the Green Bay Packers can just say, we don't care. This is the Jordan Love era taking off. With Watson back, that's good news. Aaron Jones back, that's good news. How's your confidence level, Ty Schmidt, as an owner of the Green Bay Packers, looking ahead to this evening on Prime?
I feel pretty good. I mean, the Lions, I think, it's the brand new Lions. That's not just a moniker. I think that is for real. I feel a lot better that the Packers won last week. If they would have been 1-2 going into this game, then it would have felt not like a must win, but it's like, hey, don't want to start 1-3 with, what we looked at before the year. It's like, hey, the Packers going into their bye week realistically could either be tied for first in the North or right in the conversation. To Chuck's point, like Love's completion percentage isn't great, but he's done enough to win 2 games, and
fourth quarter.
And we said early on, like, hey, they shouldn't put that on Jordan Love. Like, he shouldn't have to throw 45 times a game in order for them to win. And it just so happens that he had to do that last week because A.J. Dillon wasn't playing well. Aaron Jones is still hurt. So I think it'll be close. I don't think the Packers are their defense has been very good so far this year too. I don't think they're really. I can't see them getting blown out. I don't know if they're going to win because I think the Lions are very good. But
it is brand new Lions, brand new NFC North.
Hell yeah.
Same old Bears. Anyways, no need. Hey, sorry about that, Zeno. That was just kind of out of nowhere. You didn't deserve that completely. Tone, first time 37 years, Lions going into Green Bay as favorites against QB1 for the Packers. I guess there's been backup quarterbacks that have been starting for the Packers over the last 37 years where the Lions were favored going in. But with the starting quarterback in place, first time good versus good, 37 years, they're favored. What are the lines saying? What's the over-under? What's the expectation for the game?
So, it started a little bit shorter, and there's more action coming in on the Lions. 55% of the bets are on the Lions, and I think it's because
that feels pretty even.
Yeah,
that doesn't feel that bad.
No, I think it's because people love the Lions and people respect the Packers always. And early this year, Jordan Love has looked really good. Lions were 6-0 against the spread last year against the NFC North. Which was kind of shocking to me.
Right.
Dan Campbell and LaFleur
they were kind of underappreciated last year, right? Weren't they? Like this year now it feels
like start the year.
Oh, okay, you're saying even.
Well, remember they started the year terrible.
1-6.
Yep.
And then they came on at the end of the year. We've always talked about how the primetime games kind of feel like poop games. Thursday night, 23-12-1 first half under. So not a lot of scoring in the first half on Thursday nights. The total in this one, I was just looking it up, which I don't think it's that high because the Lions have been playing such good defense.
Yeah, 45.
Put the graphic up.
45 and a half.
It should be in there. Boom, 45.5.
I was making sure it didn't move. Yeah.
Yeah, 45.5 because the line has moved. It went from 1.5. Then at some places it's at 2.5.
Yeah.
And then some books have it at 2, and some books still have it at 1.5.
Yeah.
So I think they're all trying to figure out what the spread's going to be.
I just think MCDC, that culture, the line of scrimmage. Okay, I know they got a couple guys down. Aaron Glenn, the job he's done with that defense, hold Atlanta. I thought Atlanta, I didn't see that coming, and hold them to 6 points. And you look at, Saints went in there and just dominated that first half, right? When did Derek Carr go out?
Third quarter.
Okay, so, and when did they get their 18 points in
Fourth quarter.
fourth quarter? So, Goff is 4-2. Nothing against Jameis. Love Jameis. Love his pregame deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and all his workouts and
That's
exercises.
That's classic.
Should we go deep to Sheet?
Yes.
That's his last appearance.
Yeah.
We love him.
So give me Goff. Give me that run game. David Montgomery's supposed to play, Foxy, right?
Yeah, starter.
Yes, sir.
We get that pounder back with Gibbs and Amon Ra,
Saint
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the Lions?
Give me the Lions and that defense. They can run the ball. Packers can't stop the run. They're 27th in the league right now in rush defense.
So you
Give me
think
the Lions.
Gibbs, Montgomery, big night tonight?
Big night tonight.
Because last year, remember, you were calling like touchdowns for people.
Oh, yeah.
You're saying Gibbs, big night tonight.
Gibbs, Gibbs.
Montgomery, big night.
It's going to be a great 1-2 punch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because Gibbs, I think he's tied for the league lead in 15+ yard runs,
And he is not.
but he hasn't scored yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the big night goes to number 87, Laporta.
Oh, hey, did you see that silky
Yes,
route?
I saw it.
Yeah, he's a
And
guy.
they still can't cover him.
Yeah, Hawkeyes. And also Ben Johnson, big time. So we like Laporta to get in the end zone.
Like Ben, we were together at UNC. He was a backup quarterback, 2007, Ben.
Oh, yeah, you have
I
ties to
went there for
everybody.
1 year.
Of course.
Of course you do, yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's been great
Yeah.
as the offense coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Okay, so we like Laporta anytime touchdowns, what I just heard
Yep.
from Chuck Pagano, as well as a Lions win. Lions favored by 2 in Lambeau. A.J. Hawk, who's been seeing the board pretty well. How do you see this one turning out?
I appreciate Chuck and going through the game and trying to figure everything out, but I'm going to have to take the other side here. I'm taking Green Bay. I think Rashawn Gary, if you've been watching the Packers,
Yes.
Rashawn Gary's all over the place. He is everywhere. I think their secondary is going to play very, very well. I'm a bit worried about stopping the run. I know this Detroit offense is going to try to run the ball early, play action, take some shots. I think the Packers turn them over a few times. Give me the Packers +2.
Okay, +2 at home. I mean, you were
+3 maybe. I saw it +3 somewhere else.
No,
too.
plus
No.
we decided on 2.
Never got
Yep.
to that.
Our guy told us, a guy said about the book, said you got to check the books and get your best
There's
line.
no way.
Yeah, well, you do got to get that for your actual money, but for the sake of our picking here, 2 is where we're at.
And that's the
2.5
best line you got.
Yeah, 2.5 doesn't even exist anymore. So sorry about it. Just 2.
All right.
And that's the best line. I would like you to get 1.5. How about that?
No, it says +2 on the board right there. I'll take it.
Oh, okay. So now we're going with Grant.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
I will say this one is difficult because I do appreciate the hell out of Jordan Love and this Green Bay Packers team in this new era, this transition era from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. Gunther Kutz's eyes and hands are all over this roster now. This is how he's going to be judged. And when Jordan Love was having this moment with the Packers fans in the fourth quarter, I was watching and I was like, this is special. This is a moment we're going to look back on whenever they tell the story of Jordan Love. But, yeah. I'm with Chuck. Bach and Jenkins out. Okay, left tackle, left guard. That D-line of Detroit and how they'll attack that. And I think Dan Campbell, quietly, sneaky, football guru. Like, we talk about Vrabel
yeah.
and Bill Belichick and Andy Reid. Like, hey, our strategy is going to be our strategy. I think MCDC has his fingerprints all over how we're going to attack teams, what we're going to do. And Ben Johnson and Goff, I think they go into Lambeau and make it 4 straight against the Green Bay Packers.
Let's
Give me the
go.
Lions -1.5. You good with that?
I'm good with whatever you want.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
you want, whatever
All right.
you
Fool.
want.
All right.
Fool.
I don't expect you to be on my side. I don't want you to be on my side. It's good when we're
Okay.
opposed.
Well, I got a 1.5.
So we got a
slipped
1.5.
Yeah, we got a 1.5. Yeah, we just slipped
got
one.
2.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I heard you. I'm a money line guy anyway. I don't really care about the spread.
Whoa, tough guy.
It has nothing to do with being tough, but yeah, I like to see who wins the game.